Okay, welcome to the stream. The stream is on. Welcome to the stream.
Watch and learn, people. Watch and learn.
Yeah, this is how you do Celine's. What's it called again?
Well-oiled machine, this will be. It's the spidery one, right?
Yeah. Should we do it like amateurs again?
Not like the back of my hand.
Should we do that thing where we pretend that we're really shit?
Ah, okay, yeah, the old 150 CPs run. Yeah, that's good.
The one. Yeah.
Engage that mode.
Let me just check my note.
Oh, messing.
Is your stream up, Fish? Is that what you were talking about?
Oh yeah. Can you tell I got my stream voice on?
Everyone's on the ball.
You need your face in a corner in the of the screen. You should get that.
I'll do that next. That's more of a Twitch thing, I think.
So, do I need to heal for this? Obviously, I'm going to...
I'm healer.
Ooh!
Dedicated healer. The prophet himself, look.
Following the fashion.
It's actually the prophet. We've got a blind healer.
Sometimes
Nice man bag. Good old, proper old-fashioned staff, that, isn't it? Nothing fancy, does the job.
Indeed.
His cuffs need doing. They're a bit scrappy.
Well, he is blind. He wouldn't know, would he?
Okay.
Picked up the quest if you need it, Tanya.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's a law book here. I've never read this law book. That's crazy. I still haven't read it, but at least I've clicked on it.
Yeah, don't forget your food buffs, people. Your tab, 13k? Really? That's better.
Hang on, I don't need vigour if you're here, do I?
No.
Oh, I can't change it. In combat.
I need to speak to somebody.
Is this the torture scene, or is this the...
A little bit later, that.
Right. She's moving.
I've spoken to the warlock. We can carry on now.
Everybody got their Jubilee buff up? 100%,
Oh no.
100% XP buff. Press U.
There's no point in me doing it, but I may as well.
Jubilee cake.
2 cakes. Oh, and some event tickets.
And event tickets.
I keep forgetting about that.
5 weeks of it. 70 tickets worth.
That's a lot of Indrix.
Heavy sack. HS.
HS.
Ruditor.
You're such a pro nowadays. HS.
Wow, HS. Minimal typing.
I'm not getting out of your silly red circle, tree thing.
Did you see? He's like, oh, I'm going to hit you. I've advertised it. I've advertised it.
I have a warlock to talk to.
Can he whirl his arms around anymore before doing that?
I know.
I wonder
Here
what he's
it
going to do
comes.
next.
Here it comes.
Nearly there.
Watch out. You'll never know what I do. Oh, it is now.
I think we need to go left.
What with this other HS? HS number 2.
You should probably lose 100 CPs for failing to block that, shouldn't you?
Yeah. Street cred points, I think. There's a Jatad, Lord of Misrol. There is a HS here.
Is it? Oh yeah.
Talking about high speed train.
This is HS2 then.
Yeah, see where we went with that. Right, here they are. Out for them boxes.
I never noticed that. Actually sink down a bit and slowly float to the surface.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if you've probably never been here before, Tanya, but we kill the initial 4 cats, but we don't kill the ghosty cats that turn up later. So kill these 4. Now we just
Nuke the boss.
single target the boss.
You can hit him as well. I don't think he's taking real damage. Oh, he is. Yeah.
Move out of your circles.
And he's down.
There you are. We've made progress.
How many times did we fail on that when we first got here on Veteran?
A lot.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's probably still quite challenging at low level.
Yeah, but we were trying
But
desperately to kill the cats as well.
tactically, just take the cats to one side and just
Yeah,
blitz
but
them off.
it was no easy matter
No.
keeping the tank alive with the 4 cats on him, was it? Just!
Ooh. Intermediate. I'm taking.
Yeah, there's also an awful lot of time and effort expended in killing unkillable cats. So, well, not unkillable, but, ever respawning.
Exactly.
Respawning cats are the best type of cat. That's if you kill them 9 times.
Ah.
Oh, sorry, I forgot we were in a veteran then. I don't think it matters.
I don't know what it is,
Ah.
but I can feel a strong magical presence here. Through there, the doorway.
Well, that happened.
Oh, chest.
Ooh, where?
Infused with magic.
That's
Intermediate. Anyone need any points?
Tanya does. I do. Tanya needs it more than me.
What, sorry?
A C. There's a C here. Or is it a ch?
Think of all the terrifyingly beautiful things we've seen here. I could release an entire codex from today's findings alone.
The boys are backing down. Da-da-da-da-da.
Got any questy bits?
Yes, think so. You'd think there'd be more mushrooms and herbs in a place like this.
I'm nearly.
There's some mushrooms.
Yes, mistress.
Oh, you mean in the bags or whatever? Oh, you wouldn't really bring a bag of mushrooms down there, would you?
Ah, Chargy McCharge face. We meet again. And there he is. He's the shoulders. Another one where we used to spend 5 minutes debating the tactics.
Here's HS3, is it?
It's HS. It is indeed. Ancestor Silk. Don't worry, Mr. Bear, you'll live on in shoulders that Selene's web gives.
You'll live on in a. Will wear your head. I don't actually know what the helmet looks like if you actually show it. It's presumably a bear head.
I think I've got it on this character, just a sec. Oh no, I've got Vulcan's Scorpius. Yeah, it's Vulcan, isn't it? No, it's Selene's.
Selene.
Celine protects. Celine destroys. Celine will rule all.
Many legs. Bit of a clue.
No point hiding behind that plant.
Oh, she lasted 40 seconds. That's longer than most. Oh well.
Well, actually, I've got a Selene's on me, I'll tell you, but it will involve me changing to my uncostume self, which is likely hideous.
Oh god. That face is awful. That's basically you've been eaten by a spider, haven't you?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, that's hideous, that one.
Why is the bear come out of that? You'd think they'd have a spider animation.
Reliquen, yeah.
Okay. Right, let's go through.
That's a party piece, isn't it? Little cheeky spiders nibbling away and healing themselves.
Oh, HS. $10 mint. Oh, I just need some potatoes now.
Some rubidite ore, but the other 4 million.
Well, I run out of that constantly.
I've got 2/3 characters farming it. It just never seems to run out. Whenever I'm doing my dual crafting mats run, they always end up picking bucket loads as well.
I use so much up. All my characters are level 10 on everything, so he uses up rubidite like mad.
There she is.
We've accidentally clicked the scroll, Nick, so you'll have to get out of the way of the bear.
I think that was a statement. Goodness.
Yay! We won!
Oh no, bugger.
Down to our home. Rip them apart.
There are a lot of ads pinging arrows into me there. God damn those pesky elves.
I'm hurt. Heal me. Healer.
We should introduce them to
You've been
avocados,
rested,
beards,
rest.
and veganism.
I need aid.
Sorry, I turned that into you there.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry, it was my bad that I'd turned that one not quite. I'd turned it about 45 degrees or so rather than 180.
Yeah, it's I try and stay far away from the ad because otherwise she'd just pierce me with arrows. But far away from her so she doesn't hit me.
Yeah, that was not your fault. I turned the boss towards you guys, and I shouldn't be doing that. So, apologies.
kick.
I need healing.
Wait one sec.
Yeah, they're quite annoying, the ads. I just tend to clear up a few when they get into the brink of being too dangerous, too many of them. If you just spend all your time on the ads, you're not going to kill the boss.
So just grab a few because I mean, how many? At one point there were about 8, 9 of them, 10 of them there.
Yeah, well, Nick is taking him around the court, taking the boss around the corner, and the idea of grouping the ads up. So ideally, they should run around and be in a nice tight group, but they don't always. I guess it depends if your pet's attacking one around the corner as well. That might complicate
I
it.
try and keep the pets on the boss.
Oh yes, you tell them what to attack with a heavy attack, don't you?
Yeah. So I do heavy attack on the boss.
4
And then,
p.m. on Saturday.
Heavy attack on the boss. So they just do their thing while I do.
Aye.
I can say.
Yeah, the ads can be a bit frustrating on that. I found myself where we've had a few runs where we've had one DPS just basically cleaning up the ads when they get too much of a problem.
Tony's AFK at the
Yeah,
moment.
well, I was doing that
He was
in
doing that, and I
stages,
didn't get a
but
chance to
you
raise
need
you
to.
before Nick went. I was trying to find you to raise, and then unfortunately Nick went as well. Am I supplying? Sorry, I'm listening to something else at the same time. Yeah, it's just unfortunate timing, I think.
16% she was on.
Yeah, I was trying to chain pull things there to get them in with me because I appreciate you were trying to heal things, and I missed the wipe move. Had enough time to get out the way, I thought, but clearly not. But I'll just try and get tighter in that corner, try and get it exactly 180s. I think I've got to turn around a couple of times because it's a lot of things flapping around and running around, and the sometimes the camera mechanics don't really help in the tight space.
No, they don't. I think I remember our first run here on normal and got to about 12:30 and people started to log off before we'd done it.
Good old, yeah, corner job. We'll do it this time. It's just a...
Yes, we will, but he's hit the scroll again.
Right.
Yeah, don't use too much mana up here. Ooh, on my web. There she goes. Okay, don't forget to stand at least once every 30 seconds in these big circles I put down. It gives you a big... Okay, running towards Nick.
I hate it when she does that web thing. My Reliquent buff runs out.
The ads are all on.
I need healing!
We need ads down. When I'm paused, I can't.
Aid me! I need aid! I'm hurt!
Alright, let's just clear a shitload of these guys.
Heal me! I'm hurt!
Resing Tanya. Okay, get these up.
I need aid! Healer! Aid me! I need healing! I need aid!
This is better on the ad.
Aid me!
Hey, she must be down. She's
Hello.
vanished. See? Good.
New achievement for that. Also not done the scroll before.
Secrets belong to me now. Even in death, you will help me in so very
Well, we
many
may as well, eh?
ways.
Treasonous as your scent is foul. We had an agreement.
So, anybody after a particular Sleeves?
Not with me. Your soul will make me one of the most powerful mages in the guild. I have waited for this.
I think so.
Nothing to your
I've got
kind,
light
and yet you
divines. I think
come
I'll keep
into
that
my
one.
home, kill my thrall. You had best live the rest of your life looking over your shoulder. My kind have ways of returning.
Medium infused.
We shall see, my pet.
No! No!
I was chain pulling them whatever I could there, and I appreciate there's quite a lot of ads. It's can be a bit hairy at the back there.
Yeah, it's fine. I think second time we concentrated more on nuking a few of them down, because the problem is when she webs us, there's that 5 or 6 seconds where I can't heal, and that kills people, because the ads just continue piling on the pressure. okay, yeah, I got a light divine there, which is quite nice.
Yeah, I got a light impenetrable, which as I mainly use a set in PvP is decent.
Yeah.
That warlock is not very nice.
It's an elf.
Well, alrighty.
Cool. What's next? Hand in. Obs.
Alright.
Tanya mentioned good old Best Island.
Yes.
I need a. I'll take a little break before I do that then.
I've got any character preferences to take on that one?
Island would be good. I've got I just need to. I've not done it before. That's all.
Yeah, well, that'd be a good one to
Ooh,
do.
I've got 4 transmutes in that.
And it sounds good, you know. Tempest Island. I'm sure there's some nice beaches there.
There are
Maybe a bit of
beaches.
tropical.
Beaches are full of snake women and pirates.
Sign me
Wonderful.
up.
Piratical snake women. Can't beat them.
But luckily we do get some high elves to help us.
Is that help or inverted commas help?
High elf kind of help, yeah.
So not the altruistic kind.
Sort of the more the turn up after the event and then pretend to organise people after you've already killed everything. We'll secure this area. Move it, everybody. That's sort of helpful.
Got it.
There's bits of the boss's entrails are still dripping off you. Thank God they arrived. There's some dead mobs that they can watch over.
Very useful.
Ooh, it's fast approaching Primitivo o'clock, I think.
What o'clock?
Primitivo.
Is that a beverage?
It is. Italian wine.
Of course it's a beverage, Beckett. Fucking hell. Some kind of noob.
It's a type of flapjack, obviously.
Might be.
Back in a bit.
Might be an Italian perfume for all I know. You'd be there dabbing your neck.
I think Nick would have to be pretty desperate to pour himself a glass of that. Apologies for the swears.
Where is it? It's Malabal Tor.
Trying to clear some alchemy writs out of my bag. I think I got about 8 of them. I don't know about you, Beckett, but I think they're the cheapest. They seem to be the easiest.
Yeah, you only get like 2 things from them there, don't you?
Yeah, but even so, I've got a mod. Funnily enough, I've got a mod. Tells you the price per writ.
Have you ever had a jewellery crafting
I've
one?
got-
They're ridiculous.
yeah, I've got
It's like, you get like 600 things from them, but you need to use some gold mats, and you think, yeah, I'm not. If I had enough gold mats to make a ring, I wouldn't give it away.
Well, that's the thing. This
To
mod
this-
that gives you the price per writ, it basically takes the data for what's selling and how much it costs, and tells you in raw mats, if you were to try and buy them, how much each writ would cost. And the ones for alchemy are like 34 gold per writ. The ones for jewel crafting are in the several thousand. It's just, they just don't know how to do a curve on that. I don't understand why they still.
It'd be several 100,000, I imagine, for the ones I got. I wanted some gold item.
I know,
Gold ring.
Yeah, I've had one. Let me have a look, see if I can get it.
I even put the writ itself up for auction for about 200 gold and no one bought it.
I had a clothing writ for 125 that I did. That was my very first. Not 125 gold, 125
Yeah.
certificates or something.
Yeah, well, you can buy some stuff with that.
Here's one.
Oh, yeah.
Consume to sell quest. Craft a platinum ring quality legendary trait healthy set Spectre's Eye. Reward 132 writs. Mat total 430,000 gold per voucher. 3,263 gold.
Oh, you mean per voucher? Right?
Yeah.
I've got one for 403 vouchers. Platinum necklace quality legendary.
Wow.
I've got 3 epic ones for between 35 and 95. I'm not going to do them. Well, I mean, eventually, if I'm swimming in the purple mats, I might do the epic ones, but I can't see that I'll ever do the gold. The thing is, like I said, you can't sell the writ either because they're worthless to everyone.
We should form a union of disenchanters, YouTubing disenchanting our jewel crafting writ. Destroy.
Disenchanted disenchanters.
Indeed.
So I haven't done Veteran Tempest Island on this character apparently, so I'll be okay to stay on this one, will I?
Absolutely wrong. I'll heal.
I'll go in. Prepare the landing beach for you.
I ran to hand these two glyphs in, and guess what? Forgot to actually make them. You know, with the poisons where you need to make like 32 or 48 or whatever, and you make one line, you go, right, I'm off. Make one line.
That's another good use for Snug Pod if you put an alchemy station in it.
Yeah, true.
So if you don't know the style you need to make a writ in, do you sell it or hoard it until you've got the style?
I'm a hoarder.
It depends if I think I'm likely to get the style or not.
You tend to be. You can buy them fairly cheap, most of them. I mean, in terms of the amount of gold that
Yeah,
we've got.
that's true.
And it just it's a reason to get it.
I'm
It's a
never that
reason
worried
to
about
get
the
it.
style because you can always buy them. They're always.
The legendary ones, even the non-dual crafting ones, I've done some of them, but sometimes I think, yeah, I don't really want to use 8 of the woodworking gold things at the moment.
They're a bit rarer.
I mean, I've got a few, but I find that the woodworking ones are the ones I use most because I'm always like changing staff setups on my magic characters and that kind of thing. So you're going to be PvPing all week to get your style pages.
No would be a no.
But you don't have to PvP. You can just hang around the PvE villages and hope not to get ganked.
We should do that as a group. I mean, there are millions of dailies.
Or maybe not.
There are loads of dailies that they have.
Yeah, there's about 50, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. And while we're there, if we went as a group, we could also get all the shards. Just putting it out there. There's about 40 shards in Cyrodiil.
Sorry, Bat.
No worries, mate.
I'd run around Cyrodiil, PvPing, sneaking for the shard. But that's it.
Right, where are we off? Are you in?
I'm in.
I'm just doing a couple of writs from books that I haven't used.
You probably don't absolutely have to bring a tank if you want to bring someone else, Nick. But obviously, easier if you do, of course.
No, that's fine. I'll do that. No, we're doing this to get it done for somebody, so we don't want it to take half as long again as it needs to. In case of wipes and such, you might just complete it with a load of deeps. As far as I can see, this fight is you fly through. It's quite a long thing, but there's nothing really challenging until the final fight. And even that's not really challenging.
A couple of times. It certainly has been a troublesome fight in the past. But long as you know what to do, it's easy enough, isn't it?
All right.
Mind you, having said that, I've never done veteran Tempest Island on this character, so I've never done it on a melee character. Bit of a different proposition, I suppose. Could be quick with the rolling.
Might slot a different ability for that fight.
I like the little double loop the fireballs do.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a new chest, Nick? Oh, you had that a while.
I've had that a while now, I think.
Mercenary, is it? Outlaw? Something like that?
You know, I don't know. Yeah, it's one of those ones because it specifically wasn't a plate one. I just didn't really see wood elves in plate mail.
No,
So that chainmail
it's a
would.
good chain.
Gold chainmail.
Yeah, good chain underneath. I like that.
Goldy looking
It is
chainmail.
golly looking chainmail.
So red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green.
It's even got arrows pointing away from her breasts.
Look this way.
Yeah, look away.
So she's kind of got like a scale mail look in the legs and chainmail chest. I just thought I'd go for solid shoulders and braces, but for downward blows. But me, the main chest thing is something a little bit more lightly armoured.
It is incredible the attention to detail they've put into these things as well now. Like I said,
Yeah, there's a world of difference between the newest armors and the release
yeah,
ones.
obviously.
Always is in these games, though,
It's
isn't
the
there?
premium.
5 years later, things have moved on.
Well, unless you're... What was the starting area for the fucking elves in World of Warcraft? Where they had the 8-bit graphics for the entire time. Ashvale or something?
Darnassus.
Yeah,
was,
those trees.
their main city.
Oh, God.
I spent as little time there as possible. The whole area just annoyed me.
Yes.
The awful music, the horrible shade of green everything was, the elves themselves. There was only one type of elf to be in WoW, and it wasn't the night elves.
The blood.
The elf.
New.
There's one acceptable class and gender as far as I'm concerned. Female druids. And the ability to change into lots of animals.
by any chance?
Possibly. All the change into animal stuff was quite cool.
Bizarrely, I can hardly remember any of my character names, but I can remember Delander.
At least if you change into an animal, you don't look like a night elf anymore. So there is that going through.
Yeah, but you could just do fun stuff like when you're out in Outland, you just jump off a floating island in the sky and then just turn into a bird about a metre from the ground just for a hoot. Fall 1,000 feet and not die.
As long as you don't hit the bear button by accident.
That's a very big flat bear.
Or you could be a dolphin or something, couldn't you?
Yeah, seal actually.
Squash someone with a falling dolphin.
There's a seal actually, but yeah, so that was good. I thought the druid class was actually pretty good. It's quite an interesting one to play.
Back in 2 minutes.
Where have your ears gone under that headgear then?
Must have flattened them.
I've just spotted the.
Oh yes, quest in a book over there, Tanya.
As well, because you've got 10 seconds left.
I've got to clear beaches of Lamin for.
Yeah, that's sort of inevitable given where we're going to go.
Evelyn's wearing one of those anti-pollution masks.
It's because she'd spent a lot of time in the desert, running around with the thingies, all that sand.
Sandstorms, yeah.
Sensible. Obviously, now I'm going to go with a profit outfit like everybody else has. So, oh, no, I'm not.
This is definitely the outfit I've spent most time on. Minutely tweaking the colour of all the bits to get an overall theme.
I do like it.
But
No, there's no but at all. What colours have you used? I like the that you've got that turquoisey. No, I think they go really well together. I think it's almost, is it a maroon? Browny maroon for
It's
the
a reddy
leather.
browny sort of colour. I wanted them all to be sort of fairly natural shades.
there's not enough lime green or pink for my liking. So I think you should take up Mon's suggestion and dye yourself a very bright colour so we can see where you are.
Bless him, we did actually suggest that, didn't he?
With little chance of success, but it was worth a try.
I like that the sort of reddy brown goes with your hair. No, it's good.
Yeah, I didn't want it to
It's very
too
good
stand out.
outfit.
I figured, this is supposed to be the sort of heavy division of people who live in a woodland, so I didn't think it would be all headstone plate, and I wanted to keep the colours quite muted, not too much plate armour in it.
It's tricky to get the colours just right, isn't it? Because otherwise, sometimes you just you've only got a very limited palette to work from, and you can either go super garish or stuff that just doesn't go.
Yeah.
And it works.
I tend to avoid bright colours. Don't think it suits the game very well.
Says the man with the red face mask, the blue and bright white yellow jacket, and yellow trousers.
They've got an elfy looking sword as well. A little bit curvy unnecessarily.
No, that's good. See, I think it works. I like your what are your wrist guard things? Do they come with a particular outfit, or do you have to select them separately?
Almost every item here I've overridden with a style. So I'd need to go and check out what they were. But
They're
I was going for
different colour to the sort of gold on your armour.
Yeah.
Is that intended?
It was intended, actually. Yeah, I went gold. I thought it was quite goldy. It's a bit too much the
Oh
same.
yeah,
So
I
I
can
went.
see it. Yeah, I can see it on your feet as well. Yep. No, that's good.
I thought so there's no actual sort of crossguard on the sword either as well. So I figured I needed a heavy wrist and forearm armor in case of theoretically a blow glancing off it. Detail I go to. I know it's ridiculous, but
No. In case you slice your fingers off, that's you know.
yeah, because if you were meeting sword on sword, that could slide down into your wrist. So I didn't want to have like something really lightweight, like leather vambraces or something. I wanted something a little bit more chunky on the forearm. So downward blows on the shoulders. I've got the Imperial shoulders, but everything else is deliberately chosen to be. Some of those are actually medium armor styles.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Oh yes, actually the chest, isn't it?
Yeah, non-plate. I think that's
The
Yeah,
chest and is it the legs? The legs, no.
I'd have to
Legs are
double
medium
check.
armor.
Yeah, I'm not
Actually,
totally sure.
I think the legs are, because I recognise those hip pads.
Yeah, they didn't stick out too absurdly, so they seem like a good option. If you have a small character, sometimes they're just floating in space about 50 centimeters from your hips.
Yeah.
I have noticed that.
Should we start clearing up then?
Absolutely. Fun though, talking about this stuff is.
Absolutely. I'm much more into it now that when you can do the set stuff quite easily without having to grind it.
Well, quite.
Make sure you use dem balls, please. Synergy buffs.
I have
Stop us
to
when you
talk to
got.
somebody now.
Yeah, I was just going to say, stop us when you get talky bits. Methaglin. No idea what that is, but.
Meheglin.
All right, we've got work to do. We've lost many during this
I need
Here
to
she is, thank
defeat
God.
the Lamia matriarch and her allies now.
Listen to the annoying woman. Here we go. No, quite right.
The arrogance, honestly. Why do we fight for these people? Oh yes, the loot.
Yeah, blah blah blah. Show me the loots. That's it now. Don't we just loot?
Shout when you see an HS. What?
We just loot now. That was it. That was end of instance. Oops.
Then you can die screaming.
Jolting restoration
Oops.
stuff. Is that a boss?
Nice dawn breaker there, Nick.
An oops.
That showed that
Yeah.
that mute.
Oh.
Just
Bloody mutes, they're always scheming. They'd have thrown their lot in with those Lamias, I tell you.
Good job
And
you
he
got
did
it.
killing off with a good Dawnbreaker. Yeah,
Each
bloody
generations
sorted
are
then.
sorted out now, Nick.
Yep. I think you guys missed that opportunity. It's alright, it's alright, I had it covered.
Thanks, Nick.
Don't feel bad.
Do you know, I've got an overwhelming hat, which is exactly how I feel at the moment.
my epaulets are overwhelming.
You have the underwhelming ring version. Right, here we go.
We can't allow them any farther into these caves. Kill them!
Barely recognised as a boss.
Just because that Lamia matriarch's dead doesn't mean we get sloppy. If we get ambushed, someone's falling on their own sword.
Oh, here she is, thank God.
Phew. Thank goodness the Battle Reavers turned up, because we would never have been able to manage otherwise. Just doing chatty stuff at the moment.
Okay, Norris.
Is she telling you all?
The storms on this island are not natural, and I
Yeah. I need to discover the source of some sort of stone. So wherever
We have some other things to do in a minute.
he means snacks.
Actually, give us 2 seconds. I'll be back in a sec. Got a 3-minute timer on. Right, let's do a couple of groups. Thine sack was not heavy.
There's a boss fight here. I don't know if you want to do your thing before
Yeah,
that.
just gonna grab chips. 2 secs.
No worries.
Chips.
What are you being attacked by?
Are we being attacked?
So your health just... Oh, you just doing your buff, were you?
I ate some food, yeah.
I'm sure they're deep frying their own artisan kettle chips.
I'd imagine so. You actually put them in the kettle?
Who knows what artisans do?
I think he's just taking them out of the kettle right now.
I could almost hear the dripping of oil in the background.
Tell you, I'd wash the kettle out properly before you make a cup of tea with it. It'd be a very fatty tea. No, it'd be quite northern, wouldn't it? Having a cup of tea made with chip fat.
No, it wouldn't. It would be disgusting.
Deep fried tea. It's probably a Scottish delicacy, isn't it?
So where were you actually born, Tan? She eating chips.
Mouthful of chips.
Oh.
I was born in Aalsmeer, which is, which is just sort of, it's near Amsterdam. And
Okay.
you know the Dutch flower markets that go backwards, Boskoop? It's
Okay.
right next to there.
How long were you there for?
Till I was 6 years old.
6. Okay.
I turned 6 in Scotland. I remember loads still. It was always sunny, apart from the one time it was snow, which was on my birthday in April.
When I was in Amsterdam, I think I went to a flower market. I bought some herbs anyway.
Vegetation, yes. We're good at that.
I'd heard this theory that Dutch people were amongst the tallest people around, and I shared a house with a Dutch guy who was about 5'7". So I thought this was clearly nonsense, and then all his friends turned up, who were genuinely some of the tallest people I'd ever met. They were ludicrously big.
I'm the shortest person in my family. Apart from, the children. And I'm 5'8", 9", 1 meter 75, whatever that is.
Right.
Well, we set off to a pub in the middle of nowhere in Bedfordshire with this. That's me, a guy from Carlisle, and a whole bunch of Dutch people, including the short one, all the really tall ones. Of course, we managed to choose the lowest beamed pub in the entire county. It was funny for us, at least.
Did you go on the bicycle of Donald?
The bicycle of Donald.
To
Yeah.
Lubaru. Take the bicycle of
To
Donald to Lubaru.
Lubaru, yeah. Frank, bless him.
It's a car conversation you two wouldn't follow. But
Yeah, it was Frank Van der Gleij was the guy I lived
Okay,
with. He always spoke in a very particular way. It was always the something of something. So it wasn't Donald's bicycle. It was always the bicycle of Donald.
it makes it sound heroic, doesn't it? It's like a legendary
The
bicycle.
bicycle of Donald.
fantastic.
I taught him how to play cricket, Fish. Not well, obviously, but enough to humiliate himself.
We've got a passable team, Holland. Mainly expats. Not many Dutch people in it.
Right. Should we do it?
You get the odd Dutch cricketer, don't you? You've had. Who's that? Mortensen used to play for Derby.
Dane.
Is he Danish? Oh, well, same thing.
I don't know. Like I'm going to know any cricketers.
Dirk Nanners has played for both Australia and Holland, of course.
Who?
Dirk Nanners.
Oh, I must know him.
You know.
Gosh.
That wasn't too taxing.
Well, we've always remembered that.
Yeah, it's a bit of a treat.
Go on.
Yeah, this this place I'm standing here, Tan, this fight became ludicrously easy once you work out you just jog to the back. There's a thing that goes around the floor in the middle, and if you fight him on the central dais thing, which you assume you're supposed to, it could get a bit ouchy. But if you just jog over here, you can fight him with at any comeback at all.
I didn't even
I've not
notice his
no
Brilliant.
damage
they just
whatsoever.
being obliterated instantly.
I have another conduit to find.
Oh.
Oh, we're going in exactly the direction I need to go. How convenient.
That's a happy coincidence.
Got a potato in that basket. I'm happy.
Bonus.
Me and my potato. I should put a time rule in a macro to stop me from fat fingering potions at this time of the night.
Ah, no, you're just playing optimally, you see? Chain chugging.
Yeah.
Even on the trash.
Trash. I'll just chug this.
That's how committed you are.
I'll just chug this tri-stat potion while I'm at full health, stamina, and oh bugger. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Put a macro up that goes, "Are you sure you want to chug this potion?"
So double click when you absolutely need it now is just what you...
Yeah. I could write a mod for that. Uh.
Where's that ginseng round here, aren't there?
No, that was
Lemon,
rice for
seaweed,
me.
and garlic for me.
Is this on normal or veteran?
No, this is veteran. It's very easy up until there's potential pitfalls on the last boss, but other than that, it's really straightforward.
Next conduit.
Lulling you into a false sense of making us complacent.
Double checking boxes, I see. Is this the one that breaks down into 3 smaller parts? Or is it the one with the wall?
It does. Yeah, it does the ads thing, and then it's got like an enrage phase. That's 20%.
Okay.
Well, there's lots of AoE damage basically, but hopefully shouldn't be a huge issue.
Yeah, no worries. Some of the bigger ones, I have trouble attacking sometimes because where you're supposed to aim isn't straight on them. Anyway, he was toast. Temple of Storms. No deeps.
HS!
Ooh, HS.
Imp
Some
stool.
pets in the way. Rubidites.
Nasty.
Purple thing.
Rakuta. Well done.
10 platinum dust is the best one to get.
I hear you.
Ooh, I'm missing a buff. Hang on. Apparently not. I'm not getting the buff by doing the cake. Ah, because I have to actually eat it. This is a boss.
Mini boss.
The Commodore. These parties are so wild. Ooh, 700. And one apparently. I missed 700. Bollocks.
Oh yeah, you were 700 at the start of the instance. I was going to say well done, but you were AFK. And then I forgot.
Well, no one now.
I have to get you a present. You could give him that burning spellweave inferno staff we've been
No, that
hoarding.
one.
You can't even gift him after 2 hours, can you?
You could just show it to him. Maybe wave it at him. See what it looks like.
Yeah, I might do that.
Here's what you could have won.
Here's what you could have won. Bring it out of your bags and go, this is what it looks like, just in case you ever see it. You might not, again.
I do have one, which I'm going to link in chat and then deconstruct in
Yeah,
front
I
of
know
you.
you do. This staff represents 6 months of my life. Watch me decon it in front of you. I do love how the archers give away where they are.
So remember to let Tanya do a talky thing before we all barge into the room. In fact, don't go anywhere near the boss room.
Let's move. I want that last stone found and smashed. Or do you lot want to climb another cliff? It's only going to get rainier.
Here she is.
Late as usual.
So the key with this fight, Tanya, is do not stand too far away. There is an expanding red circle you can stand on the edge of. Ooh, a scroll. Being a ranged character. But don't get any further away from that because she will charge you and potentially one-shot you.
So stay close-ish.
Close-ish, yes. Closer than fish ones then.
That's just illustrating the charge.
Obviously, a tad not close enough. Gust of wind did me there.
Ah, that's a different one.
Whereas getting in knockbacks.
Oh. That's stamina. Gust of wind.
Yeah, I'm just going to die here.
So defeatist.
No more of a strategy, actually.
It's going to take you a while to whittle her down.
When she's
Oh, she just lost a percentage
Nick,
point.
when she's doing that big red circle, just move out and raise one of us if you get a chance. She does it. Take that one. Yeah, I don't think you get the chance. It's the winds. The winds do interrupt. I forgot about those.
Oh, you're taking 2 percentage points off her now.
I think Nick's doing great.
Yeah. I don't. Oh, 3 percentage points. You go and put some more chips on.
Why? When I've got all this entertainment to watch.
We ate them all.
No, this is. I did this on my DPS on the last boss and the one. I can't remember what it's called now. Everybody else kept dying, and the third attempt, I just went, "Oh fuck you lot! I'll just solo it on Tariel on veteran mode."
Annoying thing is, Dragon Knights don't have an execute ability, so getting them below 20% won't speed it up. Hey, Rush, no. This is very entertaining.
Go, Nick! You're awesome!
I mean, no pressure, but she has to die, otherwise this is a huge waste of time. Those winds are right up your ass.
How's your resources?
Yeah, I thought that would be the one.
Not good enough.
Not enough to block that, no. Oh, good
Well
effort.
done, mate.
sometimes
Well
it's
done.
good. Sometimes it's good to just test
Absolutely.
these things, just to
Yeah.
see how far you can push it.
Exactly. I was just thinking, your Dragon Knight it's very good. I've got one, and she's only level 20 and a bit of a rubbish.
She's
Oh,
quite
yeah.
resilient, which is a good
I
thing.
want one like that.
Oh, I don't know why I use this well, it's not a pledge. Still, it's an achievement,
Indeed.
isn't it?
Okay, I'm just going to use the
worries.
facilities, guys. Back in a sec.
So what have you got planned for the Easter weekend, Beckett? Anything nice?
2-mile cycle.
Not a lot, really. I'm painting sheds at the moment, that kind of thing.
Cool. Who sheds? Your own?
Well, my dad's.
Right, sorry, back.
See, now if only I could get Mark to take our old
Ha.
shed down and build and
Ha.
paint our new shed. And that's a summer job. Perhaps you can come down and join us.
It's as close to summer as it gets up here at the moment. You know.
Well,
50,
you know,
50,
it's always
20
sunny down
today.
in Englefield Green, so you can come and help us in the garden whenever you feel like a bit of vitamin D.
We have to eat polar bears' livers for that, no way.
Okay, chaps and chapheads.
Well, they're a bit of a rarity now, so you're going to have to come down and help us in the garden instead.
Right, we all know the radius now. Has everybody got to check their food buff? I've got 7 minutes on mine. I think that's enough to take this down if we all survive. Let's do it. Can't believe I missed 700. It's streamed though. I should take a still from there.
No one's been charged yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job. No charges, one spot all the time.
Absolute perfection. Oh, and the thing blew up as well.
The cannon reeves who authorized this invasion will be
Nice, very nice, everyone.
Of course, we get a mask as well, don't we? I got Visage, Fade to Grey, Heavy, Divine's Heavy. Awesome!
Well fitting medium for my rolling build.
I should have moved into my resto staff before I handed that in. I'm a muppet.
Cool. I now have a medium and a heavy in that.
This battle reeve says that we,
Honestly.
including herself, averted a crisis.
Royal we.
Mainly her, though, I think. Mainly her.
Oh, they suffer heavy losses.
It did. They were losing quite badly till we turned up.
Apparently I haven't.
Okay, one or two on the beach maybe, but yeah. They did arrive second to every other fight.
Yeah. At least that Argonian has the doesn't have the audacity to claim that he was doing anything and oh no, I was late again.
Good Argonian voice.
Thank you. Been practicing.
This is party piece down the pub, that.
Apart from my dancing.
It's fish again.
Give him the mic! Give him the mic!
Who's that Argonian?
Impersonating some computer lizard we've never heard of.
Well, when I've got my second out-and-out tanky set equipped, I should be able to bore everyone's senses for about 3.5 hours in that fight.
Excellent. I shall prepare extra chips.
We can do special streams of you soloing veteran bosses, Nick. 4 hour
Incredibly
stream of you
slowly.
taking a boss down.
Yeah, I'll video it and I won't partake. You know, I'll be there.
Popcorn. I can have different kinds of popcorn. Salty popcorn, and I can have sweet popcorn, or I can have
Caramel?
salty caramel popcorn.
While
Look,
reading War and Peace.
You may as well have a full 4-course meal while you're watching.
read War and Peace, and go on a holiday.
Mark just suggested a bit of cinnamon in my salty caramel.
To sturdy gear is
I could have all kinds of popcorn. I need to plan a menu.
It's good to know that a veteran boss doesn't kill you instantly when you're on your own.
Right, what then?
I'm easy. What do people need?
Oh, I was just going to hand the pledge in then, but it wasn't a pledge.
Apparently, someone clicked on the scroll though, so
we got an achievement for that. You need your achievements.
You've caught me at a busy time.
I failed to see what the scroll actually did on that, actually.
It just makes her hit harder, I suppose, increases her health slightly.
It costs Nick more to repair, you mean? Just saying.
That's the idea. He's always saying there's nothing to spend your money on, so.
Looking for a bargain?
So I'm going to deconstruct my overwhelming ring. Sounds painful, but
Okay, so what does anybody fancy for a final showdown on this? Nick, do you still need White Gold City?
Imperium stuff is always good. I need a weapons and shields probably
No,
now.
okay. You're same as me, the rarer drop.
One
Let's
base.
do White Gold City then.
that's last boss only.
Yeah.
Weapons and shields.
Um,
Or chests, of
I mean,
course.
it's a minuscule chance that you've got on it, but yes, absolutely. Let's do one of those. I'll bring Tariel then because it's just a DPS race, isn't it?
Right.
Or just going to
Yeah,
bring
it's
deeps, are we?
normal. We're not doing it on bed.
We're not doing it on vet. We should do it on vet soon.
Yeah,
again.
yeah, absolutely.
Is this one of the ones that's much harder on vet? Because some of the ones that are on vet, you really can't tell.
No, it's significantly harder on vet, I would say.
We do like it.
Yes,
How long has it
definitely.
taken us to do?
Basic rule of thumb is, Tanya, if it's a DLC instance, you will notice if it's veteran rather than normal.
You wonder what fungal grotto's like
I
on
know.
normal.
I was just saying, if you can tell the veterans on normal because it took above 3 seconds to kill. It took 5.
Yeah, so I might change character for a bit
I'd
of
like-
variety.
Yeah, and we should do the some of the newer stuff again as well. The moon guys with the wolves.
Yeah. There's some we've only done
Yeah,
once,
that
that
easiest
kind of
boss in
thing.
the world guy's got to be done again, hasn't he?
What we done? We did that with 3 of us, didn't we? Past
Yeah.
midnight a few weeks ago.
I have done that on Vet, on Tariel, I think. Yeah. Bloody hard. There was like 3 groups who just. It was on a pug doing veteran, but finally
Nick
a
would have
bunch of
found
people
it
had
easy.
coalesced together who actually knew what they were doing, so we got through it. It was one of those where you got people volunteering to
Oh, it
leave
must have been
because
awesome on that
they
first
were
run.
clearly out of their depth, going, "I'm not lasting anything here. Sorry, guys. I'll see you. Bye." Sorry, Nick.
It's alright, mate. No. I just say we must have just put a perfect storm on that first run because it really wasn't
That
awfully
was
tough,
normal,
was it?
though, isn't it?
It's everything at the right place at the right time.
I seem to remember there were tough moments in the instance.
Yeah.
I mean, the first trash group, you were like,
Those
oh
things single
shit,
hit.
what the
Yeah,
hell
they-
just hit me?
No, I was talking about that
Yeah.
specific boss
That
fight.
specific fight, yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I mean the express train hit from the
Just
wolf
your-
thing is just
yeah, your
a bit of
repair
a,
bills were like,
wake up call. What the
hello?
fuck?
Can we get a kitty together, please? I seem to have had my face smashed in.
Ah, there's a bit of kit I can transmute. I mean, well-fitted shoes.
For some reason that didn't work. Being called the group there.
Well,
It's
in a
usually
minute,
a
probably.
20-second delay on that.
I'll chuck you another one just in case.
Double check your buffs.
I think I've accidentally disenchanted one of my set pieces.
What's that?
My shoes of Mother Sorrow.
Oh,
I am an idiot.
Deshan.
Or is it the Necropotent ones? Hang on, give me a sec. Let me count.
What were we doing again?
WTG.
Yeah,
No,
shoes of Mother
GT.
Sorrow are
Toast.
toast.
Toast. Oh well, I have to hang around Deshan for a bit.
It's a shame.
The shoes not from Dell.
Can you not?
You can lock
No,
stuff.
that's fine. Is there
Yes,
any way that you
it's in the
can
interface.
lock things that
Right-click on
Yes,
do not?
it's in the interface. Right click on it.
Oh, really? I had no idea.
I'm in
Right.
the tower, by the way. Did you get my invitation?
I did, and then it said, "Meh, no, I'm not having that." So,
She often talks about herself in third person.
no, I don't.
Should have said, no, she doesn't.
You see?
Do you know that's exactly what Mark just said,
No, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't.
and neither of you were funny.
Tanya doesn't do that.
So Cliviathan is a character whose card I have in the new Alliance War in Elder Scrolls Legends.
Is she a good one?
Yeah, she's legendary.
She's missing at the moment.
No,
Is she not?
Here on my screen.
Because that. No, but I mean, that's not really her,
Oh
is
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Turns into the boss at the end on the top, doesn't she?
Spoilers.
Been impersonating her.
Like one of them things.
But you've been here before.
Indeed, indeed.
I'm sure you followed the story every step of the
Totes.
way.
Her dad.
Her
Yeah.
dad.
Is anybody already there? Can I just travel to player?
Yeah, I'm here.
How do you get to these places so quickly, Beckett? You're always the one that's there.
Go to a way shrine and click on it.
Tricky.
Ah, cunning. I always have to look up where I'm going first.
Well, I know I sometimes have to look where some of the newer ones are.
This
I know
one's
where
smack
most
bang in the middle, Cyrodiil.
Cyrodiil. Ooh, Daggerfall are putting up a strong show this month, apparently. On soft. Well, it's quite close.
I just heard blah blah blah.
They'll be running around towers, farming those
Those
points.
bulls.
Balls.
I recognise. Hang on, there's a load of backpacks to get at the beginning.
We've lost her for 10 minutes.
One of them was
Did
empty.
you
Yeah, sometimes I loot this cart. There's we're full of bones because I got a worm
I've
and a
got
skull.
bone, crawlers,
You-
comma, foul bait, and gnawed bone.
Ooh.
How can they tell it's a Nord?
Teeth marks.
Oh, a Nord bone, not a Nord bone. See, some of these English accents are really odd.
I thought he was talking about a Nordic bone.
Do I have to say
Me
gnawed
too,
bone
honestly.
so that you idiots can tell?
like Ganasha from the Vino, yeah. Gno.
Where's that Nicholas?
Right, yeah.
Well, see, it's easy if you speak in a proper accent. Nord
Yeah,
versus
we totally-
Nord.
Could tell the difference there.
No, I reckon everybody else could tell the difference. Just you.
He's rolling her arse.
Oi!
Right. Oh, Varvel.
Oh, Varvel.
There's
Flappy
already
pets at the ring.
9, 10 of us here, including non-combat pets. Come on, you amateurs.
Come on, you.
Non-combat pets, please.
There should be more pets than this. We've only got 2 scamps and 2 things. Everyone got all their pets out. One of you must be just. One of you is using
yeah.
2 pets, I suppose, and the other one's using 1 each. Is that right?
I've got 3 pets.
Well, I've got 2 pets and my non-combat pet, which is it.
Your panther cub. He's quite cute. Or she. Or, however, whatever gender.
It's how Teeny, I imagine Teeny to be, because she's our cat Teeny. She's black and fluffy, but she's fat and arthritic. So this is how she was.
With a scary fox.
Yes, well, panther cubs are very cute, but they get less cute after a few months when they start trying to eat you, I suppose. Although I think if you brought one up, they're usually good with you, but sometimes they might get a little bit overexcited and kill you. It happens.
See, no, I think that's not true because panthers and leopards are the kind of panthers they hang in trees and jump down on their prey, and they're stealthy. They're quite shy, so they're not aggressive cats.
Oh no, but that like John Aspinall Zoo in the Isle of Wight where they encourage the keepers to like hand rear the tiger cubs and go in the cages with the tigers and stuff. People have been killed by the tigers there, but I don't think it's necessarily deliberate. It's just like a tiger gets a bit playful and just tears your throat open with its claws. Doesn't mean to kill you, but that's the end effect.
Bit of lols, really.
But leopards and
As interesting as this is, can we get on with the instance, please? It turned up 2 or 3 minutes ago.
Yeah? Who are we waiting for?
2 or 3 minutes.
Oh, we're not waiting for anyone, are we?
we're counting pets.
God, help me if I switched bars.
Nope. Ooh. 5 Alcahest.
Okay, that's...
Ooh, Varvel.
I need to eat some food.
Said eat some food.
Tan as well, by the look of it.
Thank you.
Those chips clearly didn't
Never
reach the
needed,
parts
yeah.
that it didn't reach it.
I got one of those gnawed bones from that wheelbarrow.
You can have
A gnawed bone.
Well, there we are. There
Could
we
well
are.
be.
Right, get in.
Wow. She didn't like it, Upper.
That's just hilarious, isn't it?
Did everyone drop an ultimate there or something? I did a
Yeah, I
Destro
did
staff
mine as
one.
well.
I did
I
mine.
No.
did, yeah.
You can
Did
tell
you-
mine it's really big
We,
flashy.
we ran in, and I think everyone dropped the ultimate at the same time. She was on 50% health after about 4 seconds or something.
I was a bit slow off the mark there. Only accounted for 28k on that.
Noob.
Possibly tardy compared to someone in that group.
Well, that was
I didn't hit
23.
mine.
Smash those
Oh no, 23 was the last fight. 36.
Oh, I'm grey as well.
I'll be honest, I don't think we're going to get overwhelmed.
The adjudicator, I did. No, it couldn't have been the. Was it the adjudicator?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be it. I did 23 of the 103k. So it wasn't me.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining about 28, it's just someone clearly did quite a bit more. You bastard, whoever it was.
Bizarre, because
jealous.
I mean, I dropped the ulti, but she was dead before the ultis were down, I think. Or finished.
Hold. The
Keep your
scroll
eyes out for
Broadsword.
chests, I suppose.
There's nothing.
So,
Alright.
This is where I left it. Give me a moment. You'll see.
Oh, my ulti's up.
The Elder Scroll. It's not ready. Don't touch it.
Mine's not.
It's mine. Kill them all. As you wish, Empress.
Fairly neat
I had thought
pile.
the scroll was wrong about Clydia. Go. Find the Empress Regent.
Oh, look at that, straight in front. Simples.
One's a pile of ash, nice.
Chest through the door. Essence Thief.
Empress Regent, I arrived as soon as I could. How can the Imperial Legion serve your
General
highness?
Valerius, I need you to spare me a regiment of your elite.
Aye, of course, but for what purpose? Imperial City is crawling.
Oh, it's my favourite corridor, this bit.
No mobs.
Ready yourself! Daedra are coming through! To arms! The Daedra are coming! On your guard! Foes approach!
Any boxes?
Not that I can see.
Well, we're one down, so there's only one more to get. They are the weirdest shapes in this area, though.
I should make them pink or something.
You should make them have a big arrow pointing down towards.
Or a pillar of light reaching the sky.
That's how you kind of pull those.
That's how you kind
Big
of pull those.
glittery sparkles.
Dancing troupe on top of them.
With an extra U or a double OPE.
Either one would do. Is that an HS? It is.
An HS. Alcahurst.
It's taken me ages to get through 40k to 50k Alcahurst now.
But do you finally feel like you've got enough?
Well, you can never have enough, can you?
The Elder Scroll was right about you. Let's move.
Whatevs. Right, my nuke's up.
I will burn your very souls. Your will against my flame. Attack the rifts. Nowhere to run, mortal. Let the heat take you. After
Yeah.
her. The time has come. You must face her before she slays
21.
us all.
Or not.
What's the how long does she stay in that phase? Is it 30 seconds?
50 last I
okay,
checked.
cool.
50 on veteran anyway.
Yeah, I think we could definitely nuke that these days.
Yeah, well, I mean, we did as a group 79 according to mine, so that would kill it on vet before she reaches the next phase. But they've nerfed the next phase to the ground by
I was
it.
slow off the mark as well. We could have done more than.
She's definitely one of those you want your ulti ready for. Common hiding place, it's not there.
These spiders could be hiding something.
They definitely look shifty.
Guarding the statue.
Head through the portal. You are destined to face Clivia Tharn.
Here's the other one. Simples. Oh good, another treasure map. Just what this character needs.
It's always a treat, isn't it?
Root,
And another treasure map.
117 gold and 2 hours of my life.
It's alright if you need a set from that area. So if you got a Deshan treasure map, for example, it might have Tanya's new shoes in it.
Okay, nuke the outside. Watch out for the big line. Here comes the line, don't cross the line. Okay, back to the start phase. Ah, perfect. She's not right over the portal as she normally is.
Before opening this portal, the scroll said I'd be skewered if. Never mind.
more key fragments. I got a bow.
Follow me.
Ervos got a ring.
Ring. I think you got all the bling, haven't you?
I have,
There's
yeah.
Weapons and what was the other item? Just weapons, was it?
Weapon shield, really, if I can get it. But if I don't get them, it's not a problem. I mean, it's not broken, so I need to fix it. I just want to an absolute out and out
I've
indestructible
got
mode.
two hand like that.
Are you after a weapon and shield for each bar, Nick? And you've already got one, is that it?
I've got a mace.
Okay, so you need 2 shields ideally, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and 1 weapon. It says it's pure bonus territory. I don't need. If it's like with fish with that other run, you know, if we pick a run off occasion just to see, then I'm happy.
Now and again, no pressure, and that way if it drops it's nice. If it doesn't, you don't get it.
It might be easier to try and pair it with a crafted set. Probably something suitable somewhere. Make the weapons and shields and wear the armor pieces.
Yeah, I had a look at it. I just couldn't say anything that jumped out at me that was obviously considerably better than what I had. So yeah, I can do that. I'm just frustrated to have like 90% of a set. That I would
We
quite
can
like.
keep doing this one.
Oh, we can. Also, if you're looking to pair it with the Elden Hollow set, we can also do Elden Hollow ones very easily. So if you got, say, 2 weapons and 2 shields from that, then you could use armor sets from the Imperium set or something.
Yeah, I've got quite a lot of overlap, so I can chop and change. So no, that's a fair point. What does the champion points level go up to these days?
810. Well, you keep gaining them forever, but you can only spend 810.
So 90 left then.
Yeah, home straight.
There's no doubt we're a whole lot more punchy these days, is there?
No. Yes, it's drastic difference.
I think we just need to plan a few weeks ahead now. We can get Robster back in, and we just, set some targets. We're a little bit wayward, which is what we were doing when Rob left last time. So it might be nice to get some focus if he's got his PC back and stuff. Whisk him along a little bit.
Oh,
She's
Tanya,
AFK.
I have some spare shoes with Mother's Sorrow. Oh, okay.
Sorry, I thought I'd interrupt you before you had to do it all over again.
Yeah. Went into a lengthy story. I found them in this place. It was quite a funny story, actually, because what happened is...
Yeah, do you want to do that one again when she's back? That portal being slightly above the ground is really nasty. You've just done your Lydia, you've just done that last boss, barn, fake. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, well, yes. I don't know if you noticed, but I deliberately got knocked back and let her chase me just before she died, so she didn't die immediately on the portal. That was a strategy. It wasn't me missing the big telegraphed
I was
attack.
going to say, could you make sure that you don't kill her right in the centre, please? And then when it happened, I thought, oh, somebody's obviously remembered, it's best not to kill her there. You know, number of times that people... Nick has clicked on the wrong thing there.
That's all part of the fun of that instance. Clicking the portal instead of the
And
loot.
having to go all the way around.
It was probably funnier before they had that portal system where you just like ported to the last boss you'd killed and run through the entire instance.
Yeah,
again.
it's like they've gone... It's a little Easter egg, isn't it?
I'm all a bit meh about it. I've done the corpse run from
Yeah.
Reservoir Down.
Well, it was
47
I'm
minutes, I
back.
think it was.
I've said before, my least favourite was the Alderman one, just because I
Oh,
always
God.
got lost even finding the instance entrance.
There were some
Never mind once I got in
instances
the
where
instance.
it was waves.
just-
One person had died, come back in, and they'd jog all the way through the instance, just as another person dies. So you've only got 3 people constantly on it. Classic dungeon design. There's probably a guy at the back.
I'm just running back. I'll see you in a bit. Yeah, see you guys in
Yeah.
Reservoir Downs shortly. Okay, I'm just going to make it Beef Wellington from scratch.
I mean, it took half an hour to fly to the dungeon in the first place, didn't it?
Yeah,
For
and
everyone to get
pre-quests,
there.
that was always fun.
Let's had a warlock who was already there. A warlock and
Going,
2 or 3 mates or however many.
Plux, what was it? Yeah. Plux summon. You weren't allowed to be in the group as a warlock unless you could summon people. Or was it like level 50 or something before you got the ability?
Probably best just to
And that
invite
was
a
so-
warlock
Yeah.
and summon and then kick them.
so goddamn irritating because you were expected to be there. Nobody else would bother their arse to get over there. And you had, remember when you had to get soul shards
yeah.
for every summon you had to
Sorry, I can't
get
summon
soul
anybody.
shards.
I've got to kill
So you
a
have to have
fairy.
this
Sorry,
entire
can't summon
bag.
anybody. I've got it.
So people were like, "Oh, cool, we got a warlock. I'm just gonna chill in Stormwind for a while."
Naked.
And you go to the
Yeah.
fly off.
Naked.
How to go AFK? Yeah, fuck off. Make your own way. Take your pick. A hellstone or a summon.
Hey, warlock, can you go and summon us? I'm having an orgy in Goldshire.
It was quite a cool summon, though, if slightly sinister.
Oh yeah, so Tanya, I was saying, in my bank I have some
Right,
spare
right.
shoes of a mother's sorrow. They're impenetrable, which isn't a very good trait for you, but they are at least shoes. You can have those if you want.
That would be super. I think I might just go and do some of the
Learned a lot.
delves and whatnots to get the Mother Sorrow thing.
The
Oh,
shoes,
such
the
a
shoes
pick.
drop from Delves.
Oh,
Can't
yeah, I
remember.
do. It's all in
Second
Ribbonspire stuff. Isn't it? I think.
Care to have a look?
Necropotence is Rivenspire.
No,
Mother's Sorrow is
Mother
Deshan.
Sorrow is Deshan. Oh, Christ. I'd love the shoes. Thank you ever so much. I really appreciate it.
I'm not going to use them, so I'm just cluttering up my bank. I spent another, what was it, 65,000 gold on 10 more bank slots last week. Well, 20 more because I'm a subscriber, so I get double space. The next slot's 70,000.